If the government we organize under the People's Constitution survives the next 20 years, it may go on forever.
George Washington said that government is not reason. Government is not eloquence. It is force. And like fire, is a dangerous servant and a fearful master.
In the last 20 years, we've seen an acceleration away from our Constitution and Bill of Rights and towards absolute despotism.
What have we got? A republic or a monarchy?
A republic, if you can keep it so.
You have been warned.
All men are created equal.
A pure democracy establishes majority rule with a minority overrun.
Yes, it does. On the other hand, our republic is based on a constitution which protects minority rights. And it's important, too, that in our republic, authority is surrounded by an ingenious system of checks and balances.
It is these freedoms that have made America strong.
Okay, so we got our freedom, but management's lousing up everything.
There are tough times on Main Street. Unemployment reached double digits and small businesses are struggling to stay alive.
You never want a serious crisis to go to waste.
We kind of agree with Mao that political power comes largely from the barrel of a gun.
Hurry, sit right up, folks. Here's the answer to your problems. Dr. Utopia's sensational new discovery isn't.
In Russia, they don't allow protest except for free speech zones. The United States has adopted that. In communist China, they only allow authorized demonstrations. We now have the same system here. And if you notice, our media doesn't criticize Russia's tyranny or China's oppression anymore because they would look like hypocrites if they did. Our government is doing everything that dictators do.
We're going to pay you to sell out your own citizens.
People in very high power places of power that are laughing at people who bring up the Constitution.
I don't worry about the Constitution on this, to be honest.
That's right.
Jackpot, brother.
Rights and privileges are opposites.
A privilege is something that's given to you by someone or some entity that has authority over and above you.
They are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights. Among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
I am not your property. I am not a slave. And our Declaration of Independence was unique in history, where the people created a new government and constituted it to be a protector of their basic rights and freedoms. Not democracy, not mob rule, two wolves and a sheep voting on what's for dinner.
So they think they own our land, they think they own our water, they think they own our children, our education, our money.
How many gallons of water we can have in our toilet.
Well, the theory is to challenge the Commerce Clause power of Congress with a 10th Amendment spin.
The main point of passing a resolution is we have to define who we are and what we will tolerate.
When it reaches the stage that you can look at what's going on and saying, well, this is just a series of usurpations, abuses, which are leading inexorably to this result, then it is not simply one's right, it is your duty to take this kind of action.
And the question was, Mr. Badnarik, what is your position on mandatory vaccinations? No, absolutely not. I will never take a mandatory vaccination. And my answer to the question was, you bring the syringe, I'll bring my 45, and we'll see who makes a bigger hole.
Somebody's going to ask you what you did during the Patriot Uprising. They're going to ask you what you did during the years of 2010, 11, and 12.
You are an American citizen and you shall be arrested for having freedom of speech and using the First Amendment of the United States Constitution.
Don't tread on us. Fellow Info Warriors, I am so excited. It is the spring of 2010. We've just released Invisible Empire, New Order Defined, and Police State 4, The Rise of FEMA. And then I got in the mail the long-awaited Don't Tread on Me documentary film by director William Lewis and, of course, producer Gary Franchi, the folks that brought you Camp FEMA that has really upset the establishment that the national media, the Southern Poverty Law Center, and ADL have been demonizing. Well, if they got upset by that film, they're really going to hate this one. It exposes the truth about democracy versus the republic. It explains states' rights and nullification and how the states can take the federal government back because the federal government has been seized by offshore corporations. It covers it all. A serious info weapon dropping May 17th at Infowars.com. Pre-order the DVD today so you will get it first. We'll start shipping these suckers out to you on May 17th. Show it to everybody you know. Don't tread on me. It is a key weapon in the info war so Americans know their rights and have solutions to take this republic back from the globalist. This is a key educational documentary, and it's done in a very exciting, fast-paced way. This is going to be a great tool to restore the republic, a great tool to teach people about what the republic and our freedoms really stand for. The Bill of Rights, the Constitution, states' rights, nullifying the health care bill, all this unconstitutional garbage that's happening, the gun grabbing, it covers it all. Order the film today at Infowars.com or call toll-free 888-253-3139. I'm free. The government and the private corporations that control it don't own Alex Jones. And this film, Don't Tread on Me, puts the facts on the table and will further awaken the sleeping giant. Don't tread on me.
And it's my prayer that you'll be able to say that you were right in the middle of it and that you had a piece of this fight.
Don't tread on us. We're not afraid. You work for us. We're not your slaves. Don't tread on us. You crossed the line. Soon you will pay for all your crimes. After a long trip